The most important thing we found as sellers was to have peace of mind, and we felt that Brian was always one step ahead of us, so he was foreseeing some of the problems and solving the problems even without having us pointed out that something might come up. My name is Bruno.
And I'm Anne. We found out that we had, a date that we wanted to be out of the house, and we contacted Brian. We had a very short timeline that we had to work with. We called him on a Friday, I think, and he was here on Monday to discuss a plan. He came prepared with information on the house and a whole portfolio of things that he wanted to show us regarding how he wanted to sell the house. And we looked at comparables, houses that had sold in the past in our area. And he took a little tour of our house and gave us some ideas of what we could be selling the house for. And,
Yes, we noticed that from the time we contacted him, and we kept an eye on the houses that he puts for sale. From the time we contacted him, he already had a plan in mind, even without having seen our home. He might have seen it by passing in front, but we contacted him, and right away he was on the ball. We could tell that he was preparing something.
You can tell that Brian has a lot of experience, and he does this often, and he really has a pulse on the market, and he was able to help us with pricing and just knowing the condition of the house and the location and all that. It's been really hard to know how to price houses, I think, and we had the feeling that he really knew what to do for our house.
Yes, I think for those that are seeking a realtor and thinking about selling the home, the most important thing we found as sellers was to have peace of mind, and we felt that Brian was always one step ahead of us, so he was foreseeing some of the problems and solving the problems even without having us pointed out that something might come up. And this made a big difference for us because he was just on the ball. We did not have to worry about anything whatsoever, and whenever we had something that we needed to discuss, he was always immediately reachable, and we could contact him at any time. So this was very good.
Yeah, I felt like Brian was really easy to contact. We could always call him at any time, and he was selling a house can be a stressful time. It can be it's very intense when you're trying to get things together to prepare a move, and I felt like Brian was able to shelter us a bit from that stress. He knew what to do and would just let us know of things that were necessary. He dealt with problems before they became issues, and that was very helpful. We didn't have a lot of time, and we of course wanted to sell the house the best we could, and for good buyers, and he was able to help us through that. And I felt like it was a very stress-free process with him.
Yeah, I felt that he had his handling of his online presence, which is to say our online presence, was really masterful. And we felt every time there was a piece of any kind online about our house, we felt that we wanted to buy the place. And that put us very much at ease, because we knew that this was an attractive point for the house, like an attractive image for what we were trying to sell. So sometimes people ask me, so what is it that you like about the real estate agent that you hired? And but the answer is complicated, but it's also simple. Brian is a whole package together, because he takes care of many aspects that sometimes we are really not even thinking, and he just deals with them and gets the job done. So if I'm asked why should I go with Brian, I would recommend call him up, because he's going to show up on time, he's going to respond right away, and
He'll bring a plan.
He will bring the plan. He will be ready, and you have nothing to worry about. And even in the discussions, whenever there is perhaps a difference in opinion, or an adjustment in the price of the house, the discussion is going to be very, very precise, to the point, with knowledge of the market, and suddenly we feel that we're dealing with somebody that knows what they're talking about.
Thank you so much, Brian. It was a pleasure to work with you. We felt that we didn't have to worry about many things. You took care of everything, and we could worry about our lives, our next life, and our kids, and we could focus on things that we needed to do. So, thank you for doing your job so masterfully. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Brian. I really felt that everything was taken care of, and I'm really glad we chose you.